Welcome everyone, it's time for more colonyship, where last time we made it to the habitat, and to be honest I thought it was gonna take much longer for us to get here, but we are here. And I have gone for the protectors. No, not the protectors, what the hell are they called? They are called the protectors, there we go. I think it's good that I actually get the name right. They might be a little bit mad otherwise. But yes, we are in a situation where we do have to start making choices about these people. We haven't really had so much run-ins with any of these factions, but now we do. So the way that the habitat works is that there are 4 megastructures. One is collapsed, we don't use that anymore. I would assume we might take a visit to it at some point, I don't know. But right now it's basically not functional, which leaves 3 megastructures, and each faction has one of them. So I'm thinking that, as I know, because the game has told me that there is something called the Covenant. Maybe they are in the 4th, I don't know. But yes, we have now got to start interacting with them directly. And since I don't know how this game works, this is the first time I ever played it, I haven't seen anyone else play it, I decided to go with the protectors first, because I think I'm mainly aligned with them. Maybe, I'm still not 100% sure, but I think I'm mainly aligned with them, and I don't know if this game functions in the way that if we start doing missions for one of them, are we going to get locked out of the other ones, or specific parts of the other ones? I don't know, but I don't want to get locked out of the protectors, so that's why we're starting with them. Now, we haven't really gained entry to, you know, their turf, so to speak. We have to do a bit of work first, and we have got to work. We are supposed to do a spy hunt, and considering the fact that everything here looks very, very fascist, with the signage and the red coloration and the imposing structures, etc., etc., a spy hunt seems very, very, very in line with what these people do. Yes, and I like it. I do like it. So yes, we have a mission, basically. We need to find someone. Now, let's actually look at this. Ooh, I wish sometimes that the quest log was a little bit more elaborate on what the hell is going on. But basically, we're looking at someone who's been dealing with, I wanted to say the Brotherhood, but it probably was the other ones. No, sorry, yes, the Brotherhood. Or was it the Church? I don't know. Anyway, someone who sort of... Oh, right, now I remember. There was someone who died. Like a leader died. And they think that potentially someone was sort of undercover. Yes, I think that's basically what we're going for. So, we can do a bunch of stuff. We can talk to workers over here. There's just a guy over here. There's another guy over here. So basically, I have a bunch of people I can talk to. Now, there are a couple of locations here. We have the maintenance deck. I'm gonna assume that we can't go there, but I'm gonna go and check that out to begin with. Do we have... No, nothing really going on over here. Maintenance deck entrance. Cool. Hello, guard. Am I allowed here? Authorized personnel, states the guard. If you don't have the authorization to go there, then you don't need to know why the access is restricted in the first place, the guard explains helpfully. Well, thank you. You are a fascist, but you are helpful. A helpful fascist. I love it. So, okay, let's start moving on. We are indeed in the residential area of this place, so this is all of the, you know, single unit bedrooms, basically, where people live. It's not fancy, but I suppose it gets the job done. So, okay, we'll start with the first guy. Hello, workers. Well, several workers, I suppose. So a trio of maintenance workers are sitting on the deck with a jug of home-brewed rot gut, which they occasionally pass around. You knew? One of them asks, squinting at you. Welcome to the neighborhood. Alright, well, what's it like living here? There's no better place on the ship, replies, his enthusiasm at odds with his haggard appearance. All good people, true to the mission, and none of those Brotherhood sheep bleating about their freedoms. No Bible thumpers either, his friend adds, tipping the jug back for a careful sip. Okay, what's up with freedom? Why don't you like freedom, huh? You know what I mean. The protectors provide all the freedom a person needs. You finish your shift and you do whatever the hell you want. Within rules, of course, and our forces keep us safe. What the Brotherhood calls freedom is pure anarchy and chaos. That's fine for their kind, I guess, but we don't want none of it around here, do we? His friends respond with a slow, stern shake of their heads. No, we surely don't. So have you ever visited the Brotherhood territory or, spoken with them? Like, do you know that this is actually the case? Why on earth would I want to do that, he asks, perplexed. And how would I explain such a transgression to the authorities? Unhealthy interests and fixations are frowned upon, his friend declares. Well, that's interesting. I mean, surely you're allowed to talk to people even from the different factions. That seems like a weird thing to control, but okay. So how do I stay clear of these unhealthy interests? Do the protectors keep a list of bad activities or something? Are you saying you can't tell right from wrong? Everyone knows the Brotherhood is the enemy, so why would you be traveling in enemy territory? Good point. There's no need to make it complicated, the third worker chimes in. Just ask yourself what the Founding Fathers would do. What would Jesus do, huh? Or rather, on this occasion, the Founding Fathers. What would they do? Would they observe the tenets of the mission at all times, or sit around shooting the shit with our mortal enemies who want to sabotage everything they worked for? Fight for it. Number 2 helpfully adds. Alright, so I suppose that means that you're kind of kosher. You are very in on the whole protectorate thing. I like it. You are good eggs, I suppose. And then this is also kind of weird. It's just like a gathering here. Some person in a fancy hat. People standing here, but I literally cannot interact with this. You're gonna start talking if I, like, move up to you? No, oh, I can't talk. No, that's Faith. I was supposed to say. I thought I couldn't talk to you. I can't. Right, so we don't have a whole lot of people, and apparently public safety center. Are you gonna object to people going here? Is that how I'm judging this? So you stop at one of the protector's checkpoints. An officer is questioning locals, while a pair of soldiers indifferently rifle through their personal belongings. This is a daily routine that everyone gave up complaining about a long time ago. Next, the officer announces, staring past the line of citizens at nothing in particular. Gaskins Roy, the man says mechanically, maintenance engineer, C-level, night shift, returning from work. How long have you been a C-level, Roy? The officer asks. 6 years, maybe 7, comes the reply. However, something about the question is making Roy Gaskins anxious. He looks like he's trying to shrink out of sight into his coat. 6 years, the officer ponders, focusing for the first time on the man before him. Yet the mission's C-level articles stipulate that specialists at your level are expected to master their duties and advance to the next rank after 5 years, which by your own admission you failed to do. In other words, you failed the mission, he says as the last he says the last part quietly, as if to himself, but the soldiers freeze in place and every word of idle chatter comes to an immediate halt. And bloody hell. Oh, Roy, you done messed up, sir. Ask Doherty. The man bleats out, instantly defensive. He's the one that made the call. He's held me back twice already. Are you filing a formal complaint against Senior Engineer William Doherty, whose loyalty to the mission and its ideals is incidentally widely considered beyond a reproach? Now fully alert, the officer rattles off his run-on questions in one breath, as if he'd been waiting for this opportunity for a month. I didn't mean I had a long shift. I just misspoke is all. The C-level engineer finishes lamely, glancing back at his fellow citizens, all of whom direct their gazes elsewhere. As quickly as the officer's aggression sprang up, he relents. Always seek fault within oneself first, he declares, undoubtedly quoting a snippet of dogma from some long-dead protector's leader. The man also scurries past the checkpoint, careful to keep his head down. Next, the officer barks, well pleased with himself, but his new smile vanishes when he sees you. So I'm Chris, running an errand for Officer Buford. Right, I can sort it out for you, the officer assures you. Come with me. Well, I wasn't supposed to do this, but sure, okay, we'll follow you. Oh, this is not good. Oh, this is not good. Uh-huh. Leaving one of his underlings to man the post leads you to what looks like a detention facility. Judging by the decorations and ambience, this isn't a place for detainees to rest and gather their thoughts. It's a highly efficient confession factory. what do we have here? The warden asks without much interest. I got the Brotherhood spy, sir, the officer reports with a salute worthy of the manual. The idiot thought he'd breeze right through our checkpoint, but we're too vigilant for that, sir. What the mission demands, we provide. Okay, well, here's the deal. I'm not a spy. That's the first thing. So that's what they all say, says the warden, rubbing his chin. At first. Ooh, impersonate. I'm actually not good enough for that. And also, yes, critical strike, which is interesting that that is a skill. Or rather a skill check. But I'm not good at that either. So it's going to have to be streetwise. And I can say, I get it now. Buford sends me on some wild goose chase, knowing that I won't get past the first checkpoint. That blames you for his own failure to deliver and feeds you into a biorecycler. Effing Buford, after everything I've done for him. Which I can say, no persuasion is higher, that's true. So with persuasion I can now say, look, if you want me to smooth things over between you two, just say the word. If you don't want him for an enemy, trust me on that. Or, good thing you didn't fall for it then, now Buford will have to answer himself. Yes, he will. Well, actually, you know what? No. Let's not throw Buford under the bus here. We just want to get out of here. We don't want to, like, sick this guy on Buford. So, I can do that for you, sir. So my apologies for this misunderstanding, says the warden. You can go. Awesome! Does that mean that, yes, I did not level up, but Faith did. Faith has leveled up. Lovely. Now, we're going to take a bit of a time here to sort this out. Now, what is it that you mainly need? You would like to get even better at combat. You already have the SMG, but it's going, like... Considering the fact that we don't get into a whole lot of fights, how are you supposed to level your weapons? Because it's really, really slow. Like, so slow. But alright, then. You're pretty good on the initiative, so don't need you to have any of that. And don't you actually... Yes, you already have the first draw, so that's fine. Some reactions, maybe? Could that be good? Critical thinker? Chance, maybe. Right, more HP would not be bad. Evasion plus 12, also not bad for you, I think. Max implants, not bad. Skill gain and silent stealth, you're not going to be doing any of that. Melee, you don't need that. Blade, it could be interesting, but no. Could go for the penetration and crit damage, or reaction together with a bit of grace bonuses. Or maybe you actually ought to take sharpshooter. Is that relevant for you though? Kind of feels like it maybe isn't. You don't need any of that though. And I'm thinking this because she is a bit crap on the aim, so getting her another 6 would be, well, that's her aim. So yeah, you know what, no, that actually doesn't feel like it's the correct choice. Oh, a bit more critical damage, maybe? But, nah, I'm not feeling those, really. So you know what? A bit of evasion for her, maybe? 30% of hits are converted to graces. Yeah, that's gonna make her take way less damage. We'll say way less, but like a little bit. You know what? Yeah, why don't you get the Artful Dodger? That's not a bad choice for you. I hope. Yeah, that was her leveling up. Good. So, right, we are in here. Public Safety Center apparently is a place we cannot go, but we are through the checkpoint, and I'm gonna assume, yes, now we can just go as we please here. We can't go in... Oh, sorry, that's the wrong button. That's the right button to press. So now we have access to this place. Ooh, that's interesting. Hold on. This is maintenance deck through there, but now we have access to a different entry point to the maintenance deck. I have a feeling that's where we're going. Not gonna lie, I have a feeling that that is indeed where we're going. That's a very broken down train there. Honor and sacrifice, etc, etc. And the third thing, which I definitely remembered. Absolutely remember it. Right, let's talk to the man. Is it the man or just a man? Small group of local residents stand lined up in 3 precise rows. Oh, those are those. Okay, now we get to see what the hell is going on here. Their eyes fixed on the drill instructor before them. If the war comes here, we'll be ready. Says the man next to you. Okay, what the hell is happening here? Civil defense training. Every worker must know how to fight. In events of war, each building must become a fort, its residents a fighting unit. What kind of war are we talking about here? I mean, I know, but let's ask him. The mutineers, the Brotherhood. You don't think they've given up, do you? Okay, well, cool. I suppose that's reasonable in some ways. And yes, that does in fact mean that you are even better defended if it does happen. So I suppose that is a smart move. Right, what about the training? Is it mandatory? It's every man's duty to be... defend his home. I think that is supposed to read differently. But well, is it not? Or do you think that someone else will do it for you? To which I reply, walk away. Alright then. Well, he seems, I suppose, also fine. Hello, another worker trying to get into this place. A maintenance tech is fixing a magnetic lock that refuses to engage. Noticing your interest, he waves you over. If you're going to stand here, might as well help me. Alright, I shall help you. Thanks, friend, says the tech, putting his tools away. Very neighborly of you. Maybe you can give me some pointers, I say, the next time we won't have to call you. Well, if you pay me for my time, sure, 500... Fine, 300 credits per session. You did help me after all. Okay, what do I get? Lockpick! Oh, I absolutely take lockpick. Oh, that was not much. 300 credits for literally like a fifth or something, or a sixth. Okay, well, that was a bit of a waste then. How much money do I have left? 492. You screwed me over, sir. Alright, well, we did get it, so I suppose that's a thing. And yeah, we can literally not go anywhere else, because that's just back up the way we came. So it is gonna have to be down to maintenance level to find something. Nothing at all over here. There is more stuff over here, but not much. Doors, etc. that we can't get into, more people that we can't talk to. Yeah, we seem to just be able to go here. So let's nip down into maintenance deck, but presumably we do want to be a bit cautious here. And definitely cautious of that. That seems bad. So there are people here, workers. Are they gonna care that I'm here? Is the question. Oh, this is actually... Oh, this seems to be like a bar or something. To be honest. Can't go through there. We have to go around. For some reason. Alright then. We'll go. Okay. We get teleported to this guy. 2 workers are fixing an old biorecycler. Long past its service life. Lost your way? Asks the older man. I'm looking for a friend of mine. A new arrival like me. So it should be easy to spot. It ain't our job to keep track of folks coming and going. To drop down the bodies, we feed them to a recycler, nice and easy. The bodies? Enemies of the mission and whatnot. They eat our food and breathe our air while plotting our demise. Well, we ain't gonna make the same mistake twice, that's for sure. And exactly what mistake is that, old-timer? We should have fed all the mutineers into recyclers before they had a chance to cause all this. Probably would have been on Proxima by now, tending to our crops. I mean, are you saying the ship is moving slower because of this? Because I don't think that's how it works, but sure. We'll get there one day, I say. And now I have to do... Okay, well, this is interesting. The old man nods and goes back to the recycler. The other worker stays, looking at you intently. This friend of yours, what did you say his name was? Well, alright then. Ooh, impersonator of 6. I have not done a whole lot of impersonations. I'm actually only at 4 there. So I will go with persuasion instead, because I'm pretty good at that. So he isn't exactly a friend, but he is in trouble and needs my help to get out. More impersonation, charisma of 8, I can do that. So how do I know you're telling the truth, he asks. Well, do I look like secret police to you? I'm here to get him out. The sooner I do it, the better. What do you think is gonna happen if they get to him first? They are very bad. He's in the storage room, not far from here. He gives you a key card. Bloody hell. Okay, well that was... right. Talking my way out of things, I like it. Right. Would that be over there? That would be over there. We also have a thingamabob for the keypad. So, I mean, I could also do that. I couldn't fix that, though. Hold on. So the door is locked. The keypad was smashed recently, but the magnetic lock is well maintained. If the spy didn't escape yet, it's gotta be here. I can't actually lockpick, but I do have the keycard, so let's try it. Does it even work? Well, I did actually get points in person there, so that's lovely. Alright, what do we have here? I should have saved before I did this, shouldn't I? Well, actually, he seems to be quite alone. Are you been looking for me? So that separates itself from the shadows. You can see it's a man, and that's all you can see. So what happened between you and Matheson, I can ask? Or there's a bounty on your head I'm here to collect. I don't know, let's chat first. You and Matheson, what the hell happened? We thought it was time to bury the hatchet between the Protectors and the Brotherhood. The Executive Committee buried him instead. So do you expect me to believe that the commander of the Protectors' military wanted to negotiate with the enemy? Is that actually true? I don't care what you believe. If you don't like the truth, you can always go back to their propaganda broadcasts. But the Executive Council says Matheson was working for the Brotherhood. Is that true? Well, if they admit that Matheson wanted peace, people will start asking questions. No one in authority likes questions. Yeah, that's true. And what I assume is the thing is that we can always, like, end the conversation by saying, I'm here to collect the bounty on your head. But we're gonna keep talking here. So if the Executive Council is that powerful, why would Matheson risk his life talking to the Brotherhood? You'd have to ask him that. Just a messenger, not his confidant. Now let me ask you something. Are you here to kill me or help me escape? Okay. I mean, while I would be on the Protector's side, I am also keen on playing all sides. So I wanna be getting most out of this for me. I don't care so much about other people as such. So while I say that, I am playing as sort of the mayor, if you remember, I said that. Haven't really had much opportunity to do that, but on this occasion, let's get you home, buddy. Thank you, friend. The man's shoulders sag with relief and he steps closer, bringing his face into the light. The way to cross over without triggering the sensors is via maintenance. That route is wide open but heavily guarded. We can fight them, but it would be a lot safer if we can find a way to slip past quietly. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna do a stealth mission. I would have loved to have that level up. Not gonna lie. Okay, what did you just say? Okay, so are you just with me now? Are you with me? Are you just, no, you're staying there, okay. Exactly what are we doing here? Because I don't know. Where's the protection? A lot of protection here. Okay, don't go that way. And then we have a hatch here and a computer that I can hack. Lovely. Okay, so we have a hatch, but we could potentially then also, I assume, like, activate turrets. Come over here, maybe, but those doors are not interactable. Okay, and I realize now that I skipped the foreman. We'll have a chat with the foreman anyway, because, yeah, this very much feels like a bar of some sorts. So I would like to check it out. And we shall drop a save here. Hello, foreman. So one of the maintenance crews is enjoying a break from hard labor, a bottle of victory, cheap local bourbon. Suggest they aren't planning to go back to work anytime soon. An access card is lying on the table too close to the bottle. What did you want? Asks the foreman, trying to decide if you're a friend or working man or foe. Well, I have a bit of charisma, so why don't we toast to the victory over the enemies of the mission? Yes. You drink to the victory, then to the mission, then to the new commander. When the foreman gets on the table to give a rousing speech, you definitely pocket the card. But isn't that going to be like the same card? Do I not now have two cards? Because I assume that is another way. But also charisma, oddly. So, yeah, that's interesting. Both of these were charisma, so what the hell did I just get a card for? I don't know. Maybe for this door, potentially? I now just had a thought. Can I get in here, chat to you, and say, hey, there's a spy over here? Is that an option? Because I would not mind that as a thing. Let's have a check at this door. So have a security door with a built-in card reader. If you don't have an access card, you're out of luck. But apparently that is what that card was for. Now let's check the computer here. I have hacked this. So an ancient computer terminal with a cracked screen, either automated maintenance system failed one by one over many decades, or the terminal itself is nearly dead, but it looks like all it can do is open a nearby hatch. That must remain closed at all times. And controlling equally ancient ship authority turrets, still on the lookout for mutineers. So I can tag the guards as enemy combatants. I can deactivate it or open the hatch. I'm gonna drop a save and I'm gonna check if we can talk to these guys, because if I can like rat the spy out, that could work in my favor. Since several guards are protecting the border and the only exit into the gray zone around the ECLSS machinery, let's approach them, see what they do. Now, for the most part, as I've said before, I'm gonna let my choices stand. I dropped the save just in case. I mean, what if we get into a fight that I literally cannot win here? I do want to have a save to come back to. That's basically what I'm going for here. I want to chat with you. Not trying to defect, are you? Laughs the guard. I think I know where the spy is. See, this is what we're talking about. What spy? The spy that everyone's looking for. And you tell the guards where to find the spy. Here we go. I wish that was going to be a thing. Now here's the thing. That was very easy. What would have given me the most? Would it have been to help the spy or to help Buford? I don't know. But I think that this was the best idea. Thank you for your help, citizen. The spy is as good as dead now. Not the best way to handle it, but what's done is done. Why do you mean not the best way to handle it? We ratted the spy out. We made the spy trust us, and then we ratted him out. That's the absolutely best way to handle this game. So Buford, I have the solution in hand. Where are you? Is this? No, this is not. Mission above all, yes, but where was Buford? No, Buford was standing all the way over here. Hello, there's Buford. See, I can be a good protector. I'm very good at this stuff. So what you have to report says your spy is dead, and tell her where to find the body. That was fast, Buford says, surprised. Wait here while I report it. He goes into the security booth and reappears in less than a minute. It's your lucky day, Cargo Rat. The new commander wants to talk to you. See, that's lovely. Indeed, reputation with protectors and party experience and 500 credits, not bad. What are we waiting for? Follow Buford into the Citadel. Literally cannot choose anything else. Lovely. So, okay. There's the new commander. Ooh, all snazzy red office and everything. Newly promoted commander Silas Race is hunched down deep into his work as if the weight of the entire ship rested on his shoulders. It potentially does. The spy dead? He asks dully without raising his head. This is just another problem to cross off the list, another victory to report to the executive committee. Yes, commander. Did he say anything? Well, he didn't have a chance. No, he did. Usual lies you'd expect from Brotherhood scum. He claimed Commander Matheson wanted peace with the enemy. Silas stiffens at the sound of his mentor's name, turning away slightly. He pours himself a drink. Well, anything else I can do, sir? He hesitates for a moment and asks again, a little more vigorously this time. This incursion can't go unanswered. It's time to strike back. You can join the assault team if you're up for it. Okay, bloody hell. That was really fast. Are we going to war already? Soon, he replies with absolute confidence. But for now, let's just remind them that some lines should never be crossed. Buford will give you the details. Okay, well apparently I have some other things I might want to discuss with you though. I'm listening. No, we're just gonna go. Apparently I could have asked him for things. Alright, bloody hell, did I still not level up? Just a little bit inching closer and closer there. Okay. Yeah, that was really quick. Ooh, look at this. I like it. Awesome. Okay, anything else over here? No, this all seems a bit closed, so to speak. We're gonna go... Where are we now? Okay, right, we are now... Right, we're here now, where we could not be before. Lovely. So now we get to chat with people, we can go into various places, right, that we stand, and so forth. Cool. A passerby, what's up with you? Are you new too? The woman has to work to produce the mechanical smile. You can see she's overwhelmed. How do you like it here? Well, what's not to like? Order, security, purpose. Everything in a productive citizen could desire. Or, it's not what I expected. I'll be moving on soon. Well, you know what? Let's play along, I suppose. Yeah, I suppose you're right. I mean, of course you're right. That's what we all came for, isn't it? Order, safety, the mission. It's worth fighting for and dying if it comes to it. Well, nobody said anything about dying here. No, we're gonna... Don't give ourselves away here. Absolutely, I would die for the ship or something. The woman shakes her fist to show her resolve and walks away. Lovely. I could have gone badly, I suppose. Right. Ooh, sneak of 6. Sadly, I do not have sneak of 6, but lockpick of 5 I do have. Okay. Well, what's up with this place? This seems like a place I can just go. Hello, what do we have here? Jasmine. Hello, Jasmine. Are you here to file a report? A woman sternly inquires. Her face is marked by a permanent frown. Okay, what the hell is this place? Submission Justice, the enforcement arm of our judiciary. When an enemy of the mission is tried in absentia and convicted, we see to it that the sentence is carried out. Okay, so these are enemies of the mission. How often do they get convicted? All I need to know. No, how often do they get convicted? The judiciary has a 100% conviction rate. Right? Okay, and the sentence, it's presumably death. This isn't the church, the practice don't turn the other cheek. Well, okay, fair enough, I'm ready to get to work. So we have 3 open cases at the moment, 6 Banger Jack, Nazar, Harrell, and Mad Dog Thompson. Okay, so what the hell have they done? So, 6 Banger Jack trafficked energy weapons to the Brotherhood in blatant disregard of our warning. To no one's surprise, his actions resulted in grievous loss of life, thus forfeiting his own. Unfortunately, he managed to escape into the factory. His current whereabouts are unknown. Interesting, so we can go back to the factory. Then we have Colonel Nazar Harrell's stripes are soaked in the blood of the sons and daughters of the mission. Unconfirmed intel places him in the shuttle bay, which is the place that we're going. And a dangerous escalation of an already untenable state of affairs. Thus, the judiciary has ruled that Nazar must answer for his crimes sooner rather than later. And last but not least is Mad Dog Thompson, the worst of them all. Already hard wars hardens further. He betrayed his fellows, betrayed his oath, the mission, everything. People need to see what happens to traitors. Find this miscreant wherever he's hiding and bring him to justice. I can't help but notice that you didn't say that he had done anything. You just said he betrayed people, betrayed the oath and everything, but like, how? Feels like we're gonna get to talk to this guy and find out exactly what the hell is going on here. Alright then, does that mean that I can now... No, I still don't think I can leave. We have the habitat entrance, the Church of the Elect. And I haven't actually unlocked the positioning for the Brotherhood just yet. I think. No, right. So this is the protectors of the mission. Indeed. Right. Cool. Why don't we try to move over here? Because there's a lock that I can pick. I am still only at 4 in sneak. I need to be so much higher. Even that sneaky mission, I did not get much from, which is a shame. Right, we have the bulwark first. A bar, lovely. So we have steel of 6, can't do that. Steel of 5, can't do that. I only have steel of 3. How the hell can I get more? It's a lot of stuff that I can steal, or rather a lot of people, but it's way tougher than what I can do. Which is a shame. So active duty or veterans only, the bartender says dismissively. Why? Why what? We're at war. If you aren't doing your part, why are you here? Or maybe you think it doesn't concern you. We're not at war, lady. Not yet. So everyone should serve them, huh? You see no reason they shouldn't. Well, I'm not from around here. A cargo rat. that. Instead of fighting with you, you're looting containers meant for the future colony. The bartender spits in disgust. Well, maybe we can give peace a chance, huh? Kumbaya and everything. Why don't we just bend over while we're at it? The Brotherhood doesn't want peace. They want us gone. It's us or them. Don't you get it? And if we lose, they will go after you. Next. Alright, there's no drinks from you then. The lock pick thing we're here, right in front of this guard is what we're going to be doing it. So that's lovely. Let's do that. Pick the lock. Sneak of 5, which again, I cannot do. I'm only at 4. I'm going to have to find someone who can train me in a hurry. Because there's a whole lot of stuff that I can do here, but also can't do. Because I can't sort of follow up on it. Lockpicking going fine, but sneaking and stealing not going fine. Bloody hell. Right, we can open this. Sneak of 5. Can't do it. Jesus. Okay, well there's Buford. We're not going to shout to Buford. I just want to say. We have a med bay though. That's a bit interesting. We can also... Can we... Yes, we can shout to this guy. All around the back here. What the hell are you doing here, sir? I would like to know... Hey, this area is off limits to civilians. The guard crosses his arms to enhance his authority. A hand cannon in an oversized holster rests on his hip. Okay. Well, it's an education center. What the hell is up with that then? Re-education, says the guard, pointing at the sign. We all need proper education to become productive members of society, but some folks are slow learners. So we keep on teaching them until they learn all their lessons. Okay, what kind of lessons? You sound like one of those slow learners yourself, says the guard, looking at you with suspicion. Most folks don't need help figuring out what's what. Okay, well, I'm new here, so fill me in. Right. Then let me give you a crash course before you end up in there, you know, at the mystery building. As you probably know, we follow the tenets of the mission here, and I mean to the letter. We put all our faith in those who long ago planned the Star Trek we're on. In everything that matters, they know best. Anybody who doesn't get that is a fool. Okay, so well, how do we re-educate these fools? That ain't exactly my area of expertise. All I know is that the folks who need help are getting it. Better than the boot, if you ask me. Okay, well, what about the Brotherhood and the Church? What did you think about them? Traitors to the mission, obviously. The guard's conviction is as absolute as his politics. Everybody knows the story of the mutineers, but the church is no better. Instead of standing with the ship authority, those Bible thumpers seized the central tower and cut us off. If they hadn't stabbed us in the back like that, we'd have crushed the mutineers a long time ago. Okay, and yeah, the mutineers, by that you mean the Brotherhood, huh? I don't care what they call themselves now. They'll always be mutineers to us, and the sentence for mutiny is death. Lovely. So, yes. Be on these guys' side is my plan right now. Let's check in with the med bay. Do they have anything interesting? We have... Again, steel of 4 is not good enough. We need steel of 3. For the love of God. I'm gonna try and find things that I can steal, but we'll see if I can do it. So whatever you need, get it now while supplies last. Never know when the fighting will break out again. Okay, so what do you have? Not the best selection, to be honest. Not the best selection, but sure. Right. Well, let's move on. I don't think we can do anything with the med bay. We also have just a small box here. Can absolutely do these. These are fine. We find a utility bar, an electronic module. We'll just bring those in. Then mission. The hell does that say? Archive. Mission archive. Cool. I want to check this. Hello, archivist. Let me guess, the archivist says all your life you've been hearing about the mission, and you finally made a trip to see for yourself what it's all about. You know what? Sure, something like that. So, well, the mission isn't just a pretty slogan or a relic of bygone days. Essentially, it's everything. He gestures broadly. The ship, the people, the reason we're all here. And it's the Brotherhood and the Church, too. They're part of it, whether they like it or not. I suppose they deny it if you asked, but that doesn't change a thing. Okay, well... Does it actually matter what they believe in? Of course it does. Suppose we reach Proxima tomorrow and land with great fanfare, firing our homemade guns in the air, vigorous handshakes and celebratory end taps all around. Then what are we gonna do? go our separate ways and start building fortifications. Imagine if we take that road. If mankind's rich and storied past is an indicator, we'll keep on splitting into smaller and smaller groups until there's nothing left of us. The mission is to colonize Proxima, and the only way to do it is to be united as one people. Are you sure you're in the right place? Because I don't think that the Protector sees us that way. Okay, so what about the Proximians or Kentars or whatever they're gonna call them, if they exist? Maybe the locals are friendly, maybe they aren't, but come the dawn, we're going to have to exit this spacecraft. If we have to fight them to survive, you better believe that's exactly what we'll do. Lovely. Yes, the regular human invasion. Okay, so what about the mutiny? How did it start? Right, let me have a drink to this. It's ancient history now, but since you asked, the mission takes a lot from people. It always has, sometimes more than people are willing to give. It seems it required more from the Ship Authority bureaucrats than they could handle. Take the Bradford fella, Walter was it? Frank? The one who killed the shift supervisor at the factory. He'd been stirring up shit for months, according to the reports. Months! And that buddy of his, Williams, I'd wager an unopened crate of energy cells that bastard was running a subliminal broadcaster. There's no way a man could turn a crowd of workers into a violent mob just by working his jaw. And apparently Harlan, who's Harlan? Why can I ask about Harlan? Harlan, yeah, that fellow was one shady cat, and they left a ton of questions behind for posterity. Who sent him to spy on the would-be rebels? Who did he report to? Is he the one who actually eliminated Bradford, so he could take over? I have 100,000 detailed personal files, yet all we know Joseph Harlan is the name. Interesting. So, anything else? Reactor of some kind? If it is, it's pretty much used up without fuel rods. Okay, cool. Not sure what we asked about there. Alright then. Oh, there is it. Oh, there we go. Now I can see it. We didn't see it at first there. Okay. Door into civil defense store. Hello, trader. Submission above all. The storekeeper says in greetings. Looking for self-defense weapons. You never know when the Brotherhood will attack. And do you think they will? Without a doubt. They won't rest until they destroy everything we hold there. Or die trying. Cool. What do you have? You have the upgraded versions of those, have you? That's kind of nifty. But with my stores of, what do we have? 900? Buying one grenade for 400 doesn't feel like a smart idea. We do have the Hauser 67. What is it that I have? I have the 5-shooter, which is arguably better, I'd say. But you do have a tactical dagger. That is a bit interesting, not gonna lie. Okay, it only has slightly more minimum damage, not too much else. In fact, it's more or less exactly the same otherwise. I don't think that's worth the money, if you ask me. Ballistic Vest, Explorer Coat, etc, etc. Nothing too interesting. Cool. Right. Do we have, I mean... None of that is the place we can go. We're up here where we came from. We can't go back, which is interesting. A whole bunch of sneak and stealth that we can't do. That sucks. Alright, so we're gonna have to travel, I think. We don't need to go back to residential, I don't think. Think we were done there? Okay, well if that's the case, let's just go to the habitat entrance, and I think we are gonna check out the Brotherhood. Alright, we are here. Let's see, can I now interact with the Brotherhood, or are they gonna be really annoyed at me? More people I can steal from, but I don't want it. The Brotherhood of Liberty. Hello, guard. Are you gonna allow me to be here? So the purpose of your visit? Asks the board guard, barely glancing at you. Well... I did want to see the habitat. First time then, no loitering and no thieving, you hear me. Well, I'm not a thief. Yeah, that's what you all say. So, is there any work in here? Oh, bloody hell, well, I was supposed to actually not click 2 there, but oh well. So then the elevator takes you to another security zone, but the officer just waves you in. Clearly he's more interested in people departing the Brotherhood than in visitors. It's been a while since yet, can't say I missed it. Okay, what do you think about the Brotherhood? It offers neither a brotherhood nor liberty, but what the place does. You can live well here if you have enough credits to your name. Okay, so basically like everywhere else. So that's not what I expected, says Faith. What do you mean by that? They attacked us, yet it means nothing to them, nothing at all. Okay, well, cool. Right. I mean, yeah, this definitely feels like a more friendly looking place, doesn't it? Very much feels like the game is trying to nudge you towards these guys. Right. Okay. Ooh, two right to the rooftops, that's where we are. Rooftop garden, isn't that something lovely? Woman I can talk to, but also a vending machine. You know, on a freshly pressed rock hard end tab, but for only a few credits you can enjoy, or rather, wine on a freshly pressed rock hard end tab. For only a few credits you can enjoy a flavor infused nutrition tablet, soft and chewy. Isn't a nutrition tablet an end tab? But alright then. Hello, woman. Who the hell are you? So you're standing atop a 9-story high apartment complex, gazing over the Brotherhood's sprawling admin district far below. A massive blocky fortress, which looks ready to withstand a 10-year siege squad. Ah. That was should have been a space in between there. Anyway, which looks ready to withstand a 10-year siege. Squats amidst the residences of the elite, a clutch of monuments to the glorious struggle and flashy signs advertising the liberation of the enslaved. One day, says a woman next to you, misinterpreting your reaction. One day what? One day we'll free the rest of the ship and everyone will finally live in peace. And what glorious day that day will be, huh? Are one people under one banner, nods the woman. I mean, it sounds good. It definitely sounds good, but we'll see. Hello, guard. Requisition, the guard says tiredly, but I don't have one. Requisition to do what? To go down the maintenance deck, says the guard, pointing at the sign. Off limit for good reason. Okay, so I can't go there. Oh, right. That's maintenance. This is where we go. This is the elevator. Lovely. Alright then, let's have ourselves a trip down. Hall of Records. Okay, we have a memorial. So this is going to be the propaganda but for the Brotherhood. Monument to the heroes of the mutiny. Their softly glowing names inviting close examination. Right, let's poke around a name. So junior technician Gladys Sneed faced a hard decision during her last shift on fabrication line 5 when one of the members of her cell was arrested. Gladys knew it wouldn't be long before a crew of ship authority butchers kicked in her door. She considered running, but where was there to go that those goons wouldn't find you? She could accept her fate with dignity, losing her life but giving her captors nothing. It would be a small victory and purely symbolic. Or she could bring the fight to them and strike a decisive blow against tyranny. She wouldn't survive to see the ship authority fall, but her name and good work would be passed on and inspire countless others. Lovely. Wearing an explosive slatted vest beneath a heavy work cloth, Gladys surrendered to a couple of dim-witted guards on her usual rounds, collecting bribes. After confessing her membership in a secret terrorist organization, she was quickly escorted into the innermost sanctum of the local security depot. Proclaiming her undying love for the free peoples everywhere, the junior technician from Fabrication Line 5 detonated the bomb, executing over 100 ship authority lackeys in one righteous strike. May the story of her sacrifice be told until the dawn arrives for all the good people of the ship. Yeah, that's going to be the kind of stories that we get here, huh? But I gotta be honest, the place looks nice and tidy. That's absolutely true. There's more places I cannot sneak inside because I'm literally not good enough. Just everywhere. Okay. Lovely. You know what? I think we're gonna end the episode here. We have arrived at the Brotherhood, and we obviously are gonna have to talk to a bunch of people and see what we can do here. And at what point am I gonna have to make, like, the real decision? Because hopefully the game isn't gonna, like, force me into the decision, is what I'm hoping. Because, like, for example, now with the Protectors, we got the choice. Go and talk to Buford when you're sort of ready. And since I haven't, I don't have to be ready, if you know what I mean. So, yes indeed, in the next episode we are gonna look through the Brotherhood's lovely place and see what's up, and see what truths they are gonna shove down our throats, and see if it's gonna make our choice easier or more difficult. I don't know, we'll see. For now though, this has been ghostmutgaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.